past episodes of Backyard Farmer, we've talked about different types of pruning, including storm cleanup, structural pruning, crown cleaning, crown raising, and other types of pruning. Today we're going to focus on pruning a young tree for structure and form. As a reminder, there's no type of pruning that you can do that's going to improve the vigor of your tree. You're reducing the leaf material on that tree, which produces food. So all pruning should have a very specific structural purpose. And today we're going to improve this young tree for structure and training so it can maintain for the long term for generational impacts and benefits. As a reminder, before you do any pruning job, have a very specific purpose on what you're doing. Always follow good safety and pruning cuts, follow natural target pruning practices where you maintain the branch bark collar and branch bark ridge. And in today's example, we're going to be pruning on a Zelkova tree. Zelkova is in the family of Ulmaceae, which includes the hackberries, the elms, Zelkova, and these trees tend to be very vigorous in growth. They tend to grow a structure that outgrows the stem sometimes in terms of the branch material that's there. And so today we're going to be making some heading or subordinating cuts where we reduce the diameter and length of those branches back to the main stem to develop better structure of the main canopy. And our goal is to maintain terminal dominance. We want one main terminal to grow into that tree to develop good structure for the life of that tree. So that's what we'll be focusing on creating today. First thing you're going to want to do is identify which branch is going to be your central and dominant leader. Identify the branches that are around that may be competing for that, may have included bark, and may weaken the overall structure of the tree because you'll want to reduce or remove those from the main stem. The second thing you'll want to do is identify weak branch attachments or clusters of a lot of branches in one area. Those you'll also want to reduce or maybe remove completely from the stem. And the last step you'll want to do is identify your lowest temporary branches. These you're eventually going to take off, but you'll leave temporarily on the stem of that tree to increase the taper and strength of the main stem. And so you'll leave them on by creating reduction or heading cuts to leave on as much branch material as you can. And finally, if you feel like you're getting into a situation that may be a little bit too dangerous or your feet are ever leaving the ground because you're getting up on a ladder, consult a professional. Always prune from the ground and do the work from there because you'll do the safest, best work that way.